He needs to take a breath, take a moment, and get back to work. What a punch.
Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Beautiful body kick.
Good series of kicks by him there, DC.
He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
All right, coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision between Bruce Lee and Anderson Silva. Well, he still owns the record for the longest title reign in UFC history, nearly 2,500 days. Anderson the Spider Silva, and I guess, DC, with no mandatory retirement age, this guy might go for it.
Anderson Silva is one of the greatest fighters of all time. One of the guys that when you think of mixed martial arts and you think of the UFC, you immediately think of the Spider. You think of the highlight reel, winning the belt from Rich Franklin, the up kick on Vitor Belfort, the knee against Stephan Bonner, the bobbing and weaving against Forrest Griffin. He has a highlight reel a mile long, one of the most fantastic martial artists the sport has ever seen.
And still proving to be competitive in his mid-40s. That is the goal again tonight. So one of the best to ever do it, Anderson the Spider Silva. Well, you can argue this is the most influential martial artist of all time, the great Bruce Lee, making his walk to the octagon here tonight, champ.
Everybody wants to be Bruce Lee. They say they want to be like Mike. If you're a fighter, you want it to be like Bruce Lee. You want it to be that fast. You want it to be that charismatic. You want it to have an ability to just freeze your opponents. Your speed, your movement, just the diversity in the attacks that you can give your opponents would just confuse people. I mean, I watched him beat a 7-foot Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to stay undefeated.
Right.
If you can do that, you can do anything.
I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Bruce Lee in a nutshell.
Just so wise.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Murgliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 34 wins, 11 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, Anderson the Spider Silva! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
All right, going through the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
Are you ready?
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. This is asymptotes fight on paper and also in every performance we have seen them put on. These guys seem to be the mirror image of each other.
Good series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying accurate.
I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable.
Well, he told you off the top he had the reach advantage, and you saw it right there with that punch. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Silva gets hit with a kick. That one appeared to land flush.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
And he connects there. And they separate.
Beautiful kick.
Well, a lot of people think he might have the best jab in this division, certainly using it effectively here.
I mean, one of the best jabs in the world across all combat sports. The way that it just comes out, it's beautiful. The backside hand is always at the chin. The elbows tucked to the ribs. The jab goes out. The jab comes right back to the face. It's picture-perfect technique, almost like a Taibo class or something like that.
Blocks the shot.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range.
And they separate.
Oh, yeah, right hand. Over and over, he's landed these big body kicks.
Back and forth we go.
Keep your hands up. Let's go.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Got the single collar tie.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Just out of the range with that right hand.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Oh, such a natural jab, and there it is again as he gets the hand right to the target.
I mean, right to the target, John. It's like the dude sitting there with a red target on his nose, just getting beat up. Getting bullseye after bullseye after bullseye. I love his ability to feint once and then throw that jab right behind it. It's nasty. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
20 seconds now remain in the round.
Nice head kick. Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the highlights he has had. His kicking game going early and often tonight.
I mean, on point, right? He knew that this was going to be a way for him to take control of this fight. He's used those kicks to really put him out ahead, and I'm not sure if his opponent has the ability to adjust and stop him from landing these over and over.
All right, second round is underway. Your thoughts on what we saw over the first 5 minutes?
I saw a very competitive round and very strategic. Expect these guys to really pick it up as we go forward in this fight.
Combination lands for him. It was hard to see a miss in that sequence. He's put it all together.
I mean, everything is just flowing. He's like in a zone. It's like the basketball hoop becomes twice its size. This guy today was looking at focusment in his opponent. Nice punch lands.
Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all. Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach advantage, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Nice right hand.
Whiffs on that offering.
I mean, this guy is really focused on those punches to the head inside of the clinch. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
3 minutes remain in the round. Oh, there he goes, attacking that lead leg to the outside. Nasty kick there.
Nasty leg kick. You gotta slow down your opponent. He knew his opponent wanted to move a lot tonight. This is the first step in getting him to slow down and fight at your pace. He's just trying to throw those kicks, even though he's not in the best position to throw them. But that makes him tricky.
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be. And if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. Ooh, blocks the shot.
Left hand punch in the clinch. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Take more of these leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active on your feet.
Effective punch there by Silva. Oh, collar tie. Well, he's always on the counterattack, but a nice leg kick there by Silva lands flush.
Left hand punch in the clinch.
And they separate. To go. Oh, he's got that right hand going tonight, DC. Connected with it there.
He's thrown so many left jabs to throw that right punch straight down the pipe. It's unreal.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, here we go with the start of another round. Pretty good previous two rounds, I thought.
Yeah, it's been a very competitive fight to this point. Both guys have had their moments, especially in these last two rounds. We expected somebody to get ahead, but they've both been so evenly matched. We're still right where we started. Yes, they hurt him in the last round. Same exact one.
Oh, beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach.
Big body kick.
Well-placed kick there by Lee.
Until he blocks it, you better keep throwing those body kicks.
And they separate. Wow, what a kick. Big knee lands there. Oh, that's a good strike there by Lee. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Lee gets hit with a kick here. Let's see how he responds. Well, Silva's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Oh, nice connection there with a punch, DC.
Great timing to land that punch.
Well, it didn't take him long to get a good read on his opponent. Another good series of kicks there.
He thought the kicks would be the key tonight, and they sure have been.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
Big punch lands in the middle.
And he landed the right hand there. Silva gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Muay Thai plump.
Nice kick.
Right punches there. All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more often than not.
John, don't you come to me without a combo. I want the whole platter. Give him the whole platter, young man. Put some punches together. Make this guy take the whole thing. Give him more than one strike. You have now found a setup punch. The jab is landing consistently. Find something that's going to go behind it.
That That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship round. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC, and if you like the kicking game, that was the round for you.
Yeah, man, he used his kicks beautifully. He managed distance, managed space, and eventually those kicks started to really take an effect on his opponent and slow him down. He has to stay the course next round.
All right, next round is underway, and if you look at these two guys in between rounds, it looks like they've barely broken a sweat. Both with good resting heart rates, stamina still very high, and you just have to laud the efforts of these guys in training. Both men certainly noted cardio specialists, but incredible that they would have this much in the tank after 10+ minutes of fighting. Silva gets caught with that punch. There's the jab, there's another one. So the double jab is there by Lee.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now. I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
Lee's head kick is blocked, so no damage inflicted there. Silva going for the leg kick, he misses.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Well, Silva's lower jaw is just nasty at this point. Really swollen in that area now. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now. How about that shin?
Relax. Keep your hands up.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Lee. Oh, that is a nice straight punch by him there. He's got it all going tonight.
No wasted actions, no loopy punches. He's going right to the target.
Well, he is clearly faded in this one, and I'm not talking about the high and tight skin fade on my man Daniel Cormier. He got stunned earlier in the round, and mentally I feel like he checked out a little bit.
He hasn't been able to build back and fight the way that we're used to seeing him fight. He needs to take a breath, take a moment, and get back to work. What a punch.
Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Beautiful body kick.
Good series of kicks by him there, DC.
He's hurt bad now. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, nice job there to land the knee strike to the body again, making great use of his length in this matchup. "30 seconds now to go in the round.
Nice punch lands over the top.
15 seconds remain in the round.
Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4. All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands, his opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever.
Yeah, he's mixing it all up.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Connects with a right. All right, so again, we find ourselves here in the clinch where there are obviously no shortage of subtleties and nuances. A lot of motions in here that maybe are lost on the casual fan.
Absolutely, and it's gonna be the underhook. For all the things that happen in this position, the person winning and controlling the underhook battle is the one out ahead.
All right, so there he goes, continuing to land that jab. When they put this highlight together, it's just gonna be one head snapping back.
It's gonna be boxers going back and watching this guy and going, wow, this is what a jab is supposed to look like.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Trying to hammer that lead leg.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
And they separate.
I mean, he's cutting them down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks. Very tricky when he throws that body. Right hand punch from the clinch.
All right, well, time is the enemy now, DC, and he's really running out of it if he's going to get his hand raised tonight.
He's got to go forward. He's got to just throw everything at his opponent to try and find that punch or that kick that's going to end the fight. There is no time for strategy anymore. Nice straight punch.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Lands the right hand. Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Big body kick lands.
Nice jab by Lee. 30 seconds to go in this one.
Real sneaky head kick gets in there.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. What a fight! All right, so the fighters go the distance here tonight, but it went a whole lot better for one of them than the other. Talk us through the replays, champ.
Some decisions are different than others, and his striking really did separate him from the competition. He fought so well in the stand-up game that he should get a very easy decision.
Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Anderson!